Well, where is my money? We continue our series on where your tax dollars are going as the government continues to dole out that $700 billion bailout. And there are a lot of other bailouts afoot as well. One of the big questions, who does it benefit? Bank shareholders, homeowners, Wall Street executives, all of the above. Cody Willard is here now with another check on where's my money. And look at a place where you don't think of it going dividends.
You know, David, this is just outrageous. When you think about people who buy stocks, they're supposed to be the ones who are taking risks on the future cash flow and earnings of the company. That's what you're doing, right? There are no cash flows or earnings at any of these investment banks right now, so we're having to send them welfare. We're sending them outright checks of welfare, $25 billion to Bank of America thus far. That money was supposed to go out into the system for homeowners to start borrowing
in order to
cars.
break up the log jam that existed in the credit market. But it hasn't been used for that at all.
So we're sticking $25 billion into this end of the pipe, and it's supposed to come out on this end. Instead, what does it end up happening? They put a spigot right in the middle, and they are sending it out to their shareholders in the form of dividends. So that money coming over there from TARP doesn't come out to the other side.
You're telling me my tax dollars are going to pay dividends on stock?
You're absolutely correct. So far, in just this quarter, the same quarter that Bank of America took $25 billion in welfare, they sent out 25% of that, $6 billion, to their shareholders for dividends.
Now, how does, not that it's not outrageous enough, but some of it goes to preferred.
Oh, yeah, I'm not even including the preferred in these numbers so far, David.
And preferred, we should mention, are not the kind of mom and pop shareholders that, you know, who have it all in their 401k.
Right, supposedly, you know, the idea is that we got to help you got to keep the dividends flowing because the pension family, the people who own pensions, they've got some Bank of America stock in there and whatnot. No, the preferred guys are hedge fund managers. They're the rich guys on the planet, and they're going, so far as my calculations, I'm still working on the preferred, $4 billion in the next 12 months will be sent out to Bank of America preferred shareholders.
You know, this is the same question as to whether our AIG bailout, which continues to grow, we found that it was $17 billion more last week. It's now $167 billion. AIG might actually be sending money to hedge funds indirectly as well. So our taxpayer money is being used for millionaires all over the place.
Throughout the system. You even think about the sovereign wealth funds. I mean, these are also the guys. It's a pension fund, sovereign wealth funds, hedge funds, all of which are the richest people, the ownership class on this planet that we are making sure don't have to take any losses, David. No losses ever.
For all the talk that you hear in Congress about sticking up for the little guy and watching out for the little guy and everything, all of the senators and congressmen, are they furious about this? They talk about executive compensation, but they don't talk about the billions of dollars going out to pay for millionaires.
You're exactly right, David. I mean, you know, the Republicans are supposedly for small government, but what do? They put through the biggest government programs we've ever seen. And the Democrats are supposed to be for the little guy, but what are they doing? They're taking money from the little guy and sending it to the biggest corporations on the planet, whether you're even talking the commercial market paper or the dividends themselves. I mean, that really is just such an outrageous, blatant, obvious example.
Has anybody in Congress spoken to this to say, look, if we're going to stop executive compensation and bonuses, maybe we should stop dividend payments as well?
There's a little bit of buzz on there. It's very little at this point, and the arguments against continue to come from all sides saying, hey, you got to protect the pension funds, you got to protect the grandmothers who depend on the dividends from Bank of America supposedly to, I don't know.
If folks out there want to know where their money is going, it's going to pay out millionaire hedge funds vis-a-vis the AIG bailout and preferred stock shareholders who are not the mom and pop shareholders who are getting bailout from us.
And finally, yes, the pension funds and, you know, the stockbrokers and the doctors who bought the stock.
Quick yes or no. Auto bailout, yes or no?
No, please stop.
That's where your money's going. Cody Willard, good to see you. We are gearing up for the final hour trading.